If you're a mom of a newborn and your friends just happen to be in the same boat as you, and you hear them say, my kid sleeps through the night, it's just wonderful, and you're thinking to yourself, what am I doing wrong? You're probably doing nothing wrong. Keep listening. You know, just because a child slept through the night last night and the night before doesn't mean he's going to sleep through the night again tonight. Children move through stages very quickly, and that is reversed. Just because a child didn't sleep through the night last night and the night before doesn't mean he's not going to sleep through the night tonight. Now, what does sleeping through the night mean? Sleeping through the night means from the time you put him down for a night's sleep, maybe that's 11, maybe you'll wake him up, feed him again at 11 and get him back to sleep by 12. If they can sleep for a full hours in their first month of life, that's called sleeping through the night. Now your friend might say they slept through the night and that's what she means, but it's not what it's not your definition, right? That's the new definition of sleeping through the night, especially if you nurse them and they go right back to sleep. A lot of times what parents do is they'll nurse the baby in their bed. I want to recommend something. I'm not saying don't nurse in your bed. I'm not saying nurse wherever you want. But the most important thing is when they wake up, change their diaper and then nurse them. Because when you nurse them to fall asleep, if you wait until after you nurse them to change their diaper, then you're waking them up. You're doing it wrong. So in the middle of the night, they wake up, get them up, just don't talk, change their diaper, keep the lights low, or no night lights, however you do it, and then bring them in to wherever you are in the rocking chair. I like to do it in the rocking chair myself, but you can do it in your bed, however you decide. But if you do it in the bed, make sure two things. Number one, they're not at the edge of the bed where they can roll off, and even though they're just infants, sometimes a tiny push from you when you're unconscious could make that happen. Also, make sure that they're not in the middle between two people who are totally exhausted and tired, rolling over, and well, you know, that's a catastrophe. So I always prefer to nurse in a rocking chair and then put them into their bassinet, which is near my bed, until they're ready for the crib, which is around 3 months. That's my personal opinion. Everybody does it differently. But again, if you're putting them in your bed, make sure they're safe. Okay, so when you burp a baby, let's say it's the middle of the night and they need to burp and you just fed them, and even if it's during the day, never burp an infant so that I can hear you burping them. In other words, don't do this. Don't do that. You wouldn't want it. It doesn't put anybody to sleep. It's not relaxing. And when you want them to burp up some air, you want their body to be relaxed enough that you can bring it up. What you do is you hold the baby right over here. Their head is resting here, sleeping. Your hand is at the small of their back, and this hand is holding the bottom of their butt, the bottom of the diaper, right? You push up and you pat up. Push up and pat up. And that you do that a few times, push up, pat, and the patting up is more like rubbing up. And that brings up a belch. That's what that does. And if your child is still crying, maybe they have some air that needs to come out the other way, and the way that is always good for that is to make them lie across your stomach with their head over your knee or over your thigh, better yet, and their legs at the other side of the thigh, sort of like, you know, like that. And here's your legs, and here's the baby's head, right? You're getting the picture. And then again, you either pat up or you pat down, smoothing. Never this, never, no matter what, do that, right? It just jars their body. All you want to do is rub that burp up. A lot of times I'm in a restaurant, I hear somebody burping their baby from across the room just because I hear this. Okay, So that is your Bubbie Pin for today. I hope this was helpful. I have so much more to share with you. The parenting manual is available if anybody is interested. I know it's on backload right now because I didn't expect such an overwhelming request, but it is coming out as soon as we get to the more copies, and they're on their way. So please just let me know, and I'll send that right out to you. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe to my channel, share with your friends, and I'll catch you tomorrow.